I am Jason and I work as a duty manager here front of house at Aberdeen Performing Arts. I've always had a keen interest in the arts and I've always come to all the venues when I was younger growing up, and when I was studying events management, Aberdeen Performing Arts were looking for music hall young ambassadors, and I just jumped at the chance to just sort of see a behind the scenes look of the venues and stuff, just getting my foot in the door really and seeing how it all worked. That's basically where it first started during the reopening process. And from that very opening day, one of the management here basically offered me an interview for front of house. And from that time, I have become a duty manager. So I've progressed up to that stage now and I'm loving every minute of it.
I'm Madian Sangu and I'm a poet. I write both in English and in Scots, and the Scots that I write in is heavily influenced by Doric and North East Scots. APA has been incredible for me as an artist. There's just been so many different types of opportunities available to me. There's been the opportunity to perform, there's been the opportunity to work with different artists. I do feel very lucky to be in the city and to be working in the city, while I know that there's this huge organisation, but they still have time to support me getting on stage and wearing a silly wig.
APA is an organisation that I rate very highly, and I see the work that they do, and I really wanted to get involved with their workshops because I know it's such a high quality.
The skills we learn in the games help us focus later.
And for me, it's because I want to go into lighting. I like knowing what it's like to be on the stage as well.
I started when I was 5, and I've just kind of been coming back ever since. I love it so much. It's so friendly.
I mostly like writing. I feel like it's a good way to express myself.
In general, it's just great to see some of the students come in who might be a bit more shy to begin with, kind of open up as the weeks go on, as they get more comfortable and get to grips with what we offer here.
It's just lovely to think that potentially inspired somebody that young to want to continue with their passion and with their love for the theatre and performing.
The creative assistant role, in particular, the transformation that you see in participants from the very first time they join us to when they leave us is absolutely incredible.
I love seeing a young person come in who is quite quiet, quite reserved, and then by the end of week 2, they're laughing about something, they're leaving with friends, they're coming in with friends that they've made.
There's young people that come to the workshops who just wouldn't be able to come if it wasn't for the donations that the people of Aberdeen and the public and organisations give to APA. So I think it's crucial. As a youngster, for me growing up, if it wasn't for those free opportunities, I wouldn't have been able to access the arts. So I know personally how important that is.
The idea that one's imagination can actually turn into something.
When I saw something that was in my imagination, something that I was dreaming of, and seeing it alive, and people enjoying it, laughing, made me feel tense and everything. It was just I was just shaking, and I was like, God, no, please don't make me cry.
The arts and culture really give us something else and something to really occupy the city sort of throughout the nights and into the evenings, and it brings everybody back into the city centre.
I think the thing about Aberdeen as well is sometimes we're a little bit forgotten about. It seems like a lot of energy is kind of focused on the Central Belt, and Edinburgh's got the Fringe, but there's just so much going on here. I think it should be celebrated and it should be supported. So yeah, I think just keeping that talent here and actually nurturing it, and not just nurturing people who are already, have got that practice, but making it look worthwhile to a new generation of artists as well.
It involves everyone from all different communities and it just brings everyone together in one place to enjoy a performance, a music act. There's no better feeling. You cannot replace that with anything else. It's just no other thing like it.
It is just an incredible experience because I grew up coming here. I grew up sitting in those seats and wishing and wanting to do that myself, and maybe not thinking oh, it's not, maybe it's someone just from Aberdeen can't do that. That's for people from big cities and people who are from London or whatever like that. And so when it was kind of happening, I was like, oh my God, I can do this. So if I can do it, anyone else can do it, and it's brilliant because I like to think of there's loads of little Jennas sat out in that audience as well going, oh, I could do that too.
seeing someone do what I want to do on the stage that I want to perform in, it made me feel so good and proud inside, I guess. To think that someone from the same place I'm from could do something like that. It doesn't matter if you're from a big place or a small place, it's just so empowering.
Art is important because it's creation, it's new life.
APA is vital to Aberdeen. I think it brings so much. It brings a cultural hub that I don't think bigger cities have like we do, in terms of how much we do for Aberdeen as a city, in terms of young people, opportunities that are provided for people of all ages, really. With APA, you're not just getting a show that's just come from the West End, you're getting so much more. You're getting the chance to come and do a workshop, you're getting a chance to be part of so many festivals throughout the year, like Granite Noir, like the Blue. There's just so much always going on at APA, and I think for me it's not even really career-wise as well. Like it has enhanced my career, but it's also enhanced who I am as a person with the experience that I've gained from other people who work for APA and the experience they bring. I think we all you end up becoming a patchwork of everyone that you work alongside, and that's what's so important about APA for sure.